Hello and welcome, Fars here. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to build out a team of setters to book a lot of appointments and scale your high ticket service, coaching, agency, whatever you're doing. So it's gonna be wild. I'm gonna show you all the steps that you need to go through from doing it yourselves, finding the system, tracking everything, hiring the first setter, and by then you're gonna see how to actually decentralize and remove yourself from the process so you can focus on the right things. And I really think this process is amazing if you have a high ticket offer. If not, then this video is really not for you. But if you do have, if you're a coach, agency owner, consultant, then or B2B or an offer, this is an amazing video for you. And yeah, stay till the end. You're gonna find it really valuable. Let's dive in. So here we have a bird's overview of all 4 steps. We're gonna go through them, but let's start with the first phase, and it's actually developing the system. So it's you alone doing the work. Goal is to find a good system, and it's gonna be like you actually, let's say it's a cold DM system or cold calling system or something. This applies for this because setters make sense only in that space. So let's say you're gonna create a full LinkedIn outreach system. You're gonna be sending connection requests, you're gonna be talking with people, sending the videos, voice messages, a full follow-up sequence, sending the VSL, and then booking them in, having the reminder sequence. So everything what needs to happen. And you create this. I'm not gonna go directly in how to create these. I covered these in other videos. You can check it out. But let's say you create this first sequence and you need to be the one actually testing it. I see so many people who don't want to do anything. They just want setters, and then they get like 10 setters booking one call each 10 days, and the calls are trash and everything's trash, and you don't even know what's happening, and it's hurting your brand. It's not a long-term like play. So what you want to do is actually do this yourself. So you have the full SOP, everything what you want to say, and you do this for at least 1 month. And you want to be booking 30 appointments per month at least. You doing the SOPs, you following everything to the T, doing the follow-ups, everything. And you want to do this like for 1 month with the KPI. So if you start for a few weeks, you book like 1 and then 2, 3, and you see the system's not like working, then you wanna start tracking from the day when you have like 30 appointments in 30 days at least. So each day at least 1. Right? There's gonna be days where you maybe get 0, but then days where you get 3, 4. Okay. And when you have at least 30 days full of 30 appointments, like in the time window, then you're ready for the phase 2. But please don't skip this. I want you to be, because right now you're the leader, you're the CEO, you're the puppeteer of this system. You need to control and understand what's happening in there. You need to be the one controlling the SOPs, standard operating procedures, and everything what you're gonna be outsourcing. So when you go and mature this phase, doing it yourself, then you can go to the phase 2, which is actually hiring the first seller. So you're gonna hire someone, you're gonna give them your SOPs and everything, tracking sheets, everything, because they need to be tracking everything. You're gonna do an onboarding training, like showing them how to do it. Are they gonna be using their accounts, or you're gonna give them access to some that you created for them? That's up to you. And you're gonna still be doing your outreach. So this phase, probably 1.5, 2 months. So I don't think you're gonna hit it immediately, but if you have a proven system, like you do it for 30 days, there's 2 weeks, like 4 weeks overlap on finding the right messaging. It might take longer. Maybe you need to tweak your system a lot, but when you mature this phase, you go into hiring the first seller. You give them the SOPs that you know are working, if they're implemented the right way as you have been doing it. Then you onboard them, you train them, you give them the tracking sheets, and when they start doing it, they need to be booking at least 25-30 appointments as well. So they might not be booking it immediately in the first month or second month, but you want to be seeing if this is the right fit, right? It could be the seller, it could be that your system, when it's outsourced, is not the best fit. So if it's not the seller, you're gonna know if they're not doing the inputs. So they need each day to do everything what you told them to do, what's in the SOP, how to do it, to send everything, do the follow-ups and everything, okay? And they need to be implementing everything each day, okay? And if they're doing everything, you're not getting results, you need to go back one step and see like what's causing it. Are you still getting results? Do you need to tweak the system? Do you need to give them something else? And try to make it work with one seller. This phase could be 2 months. So here you got like 1-2 months, and here you got 1-2 months. If you're really like into the process, so not like on the side or something, but into the process, spending each day 2-3-4 hours on this, and then when you hire the first seller, spending time with them, because you got phases of setters. There's like these random people who just do some SOPs or something, like book one appointment each few days, but you really got the sharks who can like book each day 2-3 appointments. Yeah, there are people like this. When they're really dedicated, they follow your SOPs, especially if they're working, they can be like crazy good. And you want to evaluate them into those kind of people or find those kind of people. So 30 days of them booking 30 appointments per month. When you get this, so usually these two phases, like 3-4 months at least, if you're dedicated. Third phase is to hire 2 more setters. So you hire 2 more setters. Now you're actually managing a team. All of them have tracking sheets, all of them have onboarding training, and you need to be tracking. You're like their leader, right? You're the team leader, you're managing them. Your responsibility, besides you doing the job and booking it on your profiles, now they have profiles as well. You need to be keeping track. Are they sending the follow-ups? Are they sending the initial messages? Everything? Are they following the SOPs to the T, and like everything's as it should be? If they're doing it, and if it's implemented the right way, you should be able that each of them books like 30 appointments. So you will be at like 100 plus appointments per month with your outreach as well. So 3 of them and you, it should be 100 to 120 plus. If they're really good, 150 plus appointments. And you need to have this like steady KPI for all of you, and you actually managing the team and like seeing how it's going for at least like 2-3 months, let's say. So these 3 phases is like easy 6 months, 6-7 months. If you're really dedicated, you do it alone, you find a system, you go to the second phase, you outsource it, you work with someone, one person, and they go into KPI for 30 days. You go to phase 2, hire 2 more, your team, managing the team, tracking everything, giving them payouts and everything. And then you come to the phase 4, where you want to remove yourself. You promote the best setter to a leader. So usually like out of these 3, maybe you kicked out someone, you hired someone. I'm not gonna go deeply into how to hire, kick out, or whatever. I can do this in later videos, but you promote the best setter, the one who's booking the most calls, like being the most dedicated one and everything. You promote them to a leader, and then together with them you hire 2 more setters. Okay, and the goal is to remove yourself from the process. So the goal is, right now you have been talking with like 3 people, and then the goal is that you hire 2 more, 1 master setter, so you're gonna have like the setter leader, 4 more normal setters, and yourself. And you don't want to talk to 5 people, you want to talk only to the leader, and the leader is talking to everyone, making sure everyone's doing what you have been doing here, like following the sheets, tracking everything, implementing, hiring, kicking out people, doing the incentives, talking with everyone, pumping up the mood, whatever needs to be done in a team. And then it's easier. Then a lot of your time gets free and you're actually talking to someone. You should be booking at least 150 to 100 appointments per month with this setup. And then it's just about scale, scale, scale. Like how many appointments can you actually take for a high ticket business? Is it like hundreds of them? Then you scale with more people, and probably you can scale to like maybe 6, 7, 8 people with one leader. Then if you come to the phase, I never came close to that phase, is to actually like then duplicate the teams. Like you will have team 1 leader setters, team 2 leader setters, and then I guess you could go for a lot of appointments, but I cannot talk about this as I don't have experience. So yeah, these phases and like the whole process could take you like 8 months to 1 year. But if you get here, then you got a machine like of setters doing the SOPs. And what happens in this period is actually like some of the tactics and like videos or whatever you have been doing, hooks, will get burned, won't be working anymore. So if it's in these phases, you're the most responsible one for actually tweaking it, changing it, creating new SOPs, and like always have something on testing on the side. But if you're in this phase, it will be the leader, like the leader setter, who's going to be testing something, tweaking, improving, and actually analyzing. So yeah, I hope you found this valuable. If you did, you can check out my free group, my paid accelerator, and yeah, thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.